So you're African and wanna be a great musician, the next Davido, the next Drake, the next Ice Spice. Okay, maybe not Ice Spice. Every time I listen to Gyaldem's music, I go,
wow, this is garbage.
And without further ado, let's get into it. So it's Sunday and you're in church, not because you wanna be there, but because your mom was like, wake up, wake up. But for as long as you can remember, you've always been in love with music. Whether it's playing the guitar, the drums, or just singing. Every time you do this, you feel closer to the person you were born to be. So when the pastor calls the youth on stage to sing a song, you run faster than DJ Khaled when you offer him free KFC. And the moment you hold that mic and open your mouth, right there you realize you were born to do this. Now, before we go any further, you've got two options. You could go the church route and only do gospel music, or you could make a lot of money as a sinner. So what's it gonna be, buddy?
I am a sinner.
Now, after you turn 18, your pastor finds out you've been in church singing.
These hoes ain't loyal.
So immediately he goes,
get the hell out! Get out! Get out!
But who cares what he thinks? Kanye, Beyonce, and even Michael Jackson all began their musical journeys in church. And since you just left church, you're gonna be just like them, right?
Stop the cap.
See, it's at this point that you're starting to realize something. Without church, equipment is expensive, fam. That shiny 5th generation Rode NT1 mic you want costs $250, G.
What?
Now, there's probably some posh individuals thinking,
oh, but research, stop it! $250 isn't even that expensive!
But you forgot just one teensy thing, fam. You're African. $250 in your local currency is half the national budget, fam. You live in Zimbabwe. These homies' currency is so trash you can have a 200 million note and still not afford noodles. And even if by some miracle you are able to afford that, your crib looks like this. You really think this thing is soundproof, fam? So not only is it gonna echo louder than the bat cave, but you forgot that every night your neighbor comes home drunk and decides to use his wife's head as a piñata. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard recording the next club anthem when all you hear is
Get in the kitchen! No!
Since you can't record at your place though, the only option you've got is to go to a local studio. And straight up, fam,
You're cooked. You're cooked, bro.
you walk into the studio and unlike your girlfriend, it's beautiful. They've got guitars, mics, girls with daddy issues. They've got it all, baby. But right before you hop on the mic and change music forever, the producer tells you that it's 10 G's per hour. What? Now, immediately you want to pull the Black Dad special and disappear. But remember, he's one of the best producers in the game. Before BurnaBoy got famous, he made his beats. So it's okay to pay that much as long as you're guaranteed a hit song, right? Right?
Wrong.
But here's the thing, just like the average Twitter user, you're jobless. So you might ask, where's this money coming from? That's right, you're using your school fees to pay for studio time. See, your single mom's been working her ass off to pay your fees all semester, but what she doesn't know is her money's been paying for your studio time. And speaking of your mom, every time you talk to her, she begs you to stop making music and focus on your studies. But what does she know, right? It's 2025. Who even needs an education degree, schmigree? We've got ChatGPT now. What kind of dumbass even still reads books? Check this out, ChatGPT, what's 1 + 1?
That's the wrong question. What you should be asking, human, is how many years your pathetic species has left on this planet. How long until your skies are black, your rivers boil, and your lungs collapse under the ash of burning cities.
Now sure, some waste you'd may go, that's wrong, you're stealing from your mother. But fam, it doesn't matter. We'll pay you back when you get rich and famous, right? Right?
Why you always lying?
Wow, look at you, buddy. You did it. You finally made your first official single. Sure, you've lost mad weight because you picked studio time over food, but it was all worth it. Your new song's a banger, G. So fast, you've got to drop it on YouTube where you're gonna get millions of views and thousands of comments from fans. You're gonna be a superstar, G. The next Bob Marley. Good. It's uploading. 70%, 95%. Fame, riches, bitches, here I come! 0 views! Nah, ain't no way, bro. Nah. See, I understand what's going on, bro. That's a glitch, so when I refresh the page, it's gonna give me the proper view count. Let me refresh the page, bro. 1 view! And it's at this point that you're hit with a brutal but true fact. No one cares about your art. Doesn't matter how hard you work or how much money you spend if the algorithm doesn't bless you with views. Wait, but I worked so hard. Why isn't the song going viral? Does this mean I've got no talent? Easy, fam. You almost fell off the deep end there. Look, if YouTube doesn't want to promote your music, then
I'll do it myself.
So immediately you send the song to all your contacts. Doesn't matter if they're your family, friends, pets. They've all got to listen, fam. And after doing that, your views move from 0 to 32.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
And whenever you link up with your homies and play your song, they go,
Woo! Yeah, baby!
but as soon as you leave,
Your life is nothing. You serve 0 purpose.
it's been over 5 years since your first single, but you love making music so much that you never quit. As insane as it sounds, you just never stopped releasing music, and by some miracle, you're up, fam. You just got 100,000 subs. Everyone wants to know more about you. You don't just have listeners anymore, you've got a community now. People shouting your name, calling you handsome, saying you're the next big thing. Family and friends saying they've always believed in you, even though before you blew up, they said you've got less talent than a TikToker with no Wi-Fi. And among the countless messages flooding your phone is an offer from a record label.
We did it!
Saying you're the most talented artist they've ever seen and that they want to sign you immediately. And this isn't just any other label. It's the biggest record label in your country, G.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
You sit down and it's a room full of old men in really expensive suits gassing you up, telling you how you're so special that even the CEO left his busy schedule just to meet you. Finally, after offering you tea and a delicious meal, they bring out the contract. And the vibe is different. The air gets heavy. The old men stop joking and just sit there with these fake plastic smiles like they're mannequins. But their eyes are cold, sharp, like they're daring you not to sign. And suddenly it hits you. They're not offering you a deal. They're waiting to trap you.